You didn't fail. Let's start there. You did everything they told you to do. You got the degree, you took the unpaid internship, you stayed up late building the future. You believed that if you worked hard enough, it would pay off. And yet, you scroll for 5 minutes, and suddenly it feels like everyone is ahead of you. Not confused, not lazy, behind. If that word hits you in the chest, this isn't personal. It's generational, and nobody explained it to you. The contradiction. If you were born between 1981 and 1996, you grew up inside a contradiction. You were told, you can be anything. The world is full of opportunity. Just follow the plan. Then you graduated into the 2008 financial crash, hiring freezes, entry-level jobs requiring 3 years of experience, rent rising faster than your salary, and an economy that quietly rewrote the rules. Your brain absorbed both realities, limitless potential, shrinking stability. It never reconciled them. So now it feels like you're running on a treadmill that keeps increasing speed, and no one else seems out of breath. The invisible shift. Here's what changed. Success used to look like this: work to time to reward. For you, it became work to wait, to adapt, to survive, to maybe. And when effort doesn't equal outcome long enough, the brain stops questioning the system. It starts questioning you. Maybe I'm not disciplined enough. Maybe I wasted time. Maybe I'm just average. That's not weakness. That's expectation collapse. And expectation collapse rewires identity. The phone factor. Now add this layer. You were the first generation in history to measure your life against thousands of curated lives before breakfast. Before social media, comparison was local. Now it's global, instant, relentless. You're not comparing yourself to 5 classmates. You're comparing yourself to the 23-year-old founder in Dubai, the couple buying their second property, the friend who quit corporate and looks free. Your brain doesn't interpret that as inspiration. It interprets it as threat, cortisol, tension, self-doubt. Not because you're fragile, because biologically, constant comparison feels like danger. And your nervous system still remembers instability. It learned early, security can disappear overnight. So now you overthink, you over-prepare, you hesitate. It's not procrastination, it's protection, the quiet cost. Here's the quiet part. Most millennials aren't dramatic. You show up, you function, you pay your bills. But underneath, there's a background process running. You should be further. You should be faster. You should have figured this out by now. That voice isn't ambition. It's accumulated pressure. From parents who equated stability with success. From a culture that equates productivity with worth. From algorithms that reward extremes. You're not burned out because you're weak. You're burned out because you adapted to instability for 15 straight years. That's exhausting. The turning point. Now here's the shift. Not hype, not motivation, clarity. You don't feel behind because you failed. You feel behind because the timeline you were given doesn't exist anymore, and you're still measuring yourself against it. That's the trap. You're using outdated metrics to evaluate a completely different world. Of course the math feels wrong. What actually works? So what works? Not grind harder, not manifest better, recalibrate. First, audit your comparisons. For 1 week, notice what triggers the "I'm behind" feeling. LinkedIn promotions, engagement announcements, crypto success stories, patterns remove power. Second, redefine progress, not as speed, as alignment. A good week isn't outperforming strangers, it's when your actions match your values. Third, build small evidence. Not life overhauls, small proofs. Send the email, update the portfolio, have the honest conversation. Each action tells your nervous system, we're not stuck, we're choosing. Momentum isn't built by intensity. It's built by consistency without self-punishment. The truth you needed. You are not lazy. You are not late. You are navigating an economy your parents never had to decode with tools your brain was never trained to filter. Of course it feels heavy. But heaviness is not failure, it's context. And when you stop fighting reality and start adjusting to it, something shifts. You stop trying to win an invisible race. You start building a life that actually fits you. Final line. Maybe you're not behind. Maybe you're just the first generation learning how to succeed in a world that changed mid-sentence. And that doesn't make you lost. It makes you early. If human psychology, especially the hidden reasons behind human behavior, fascinates you, then welcome home. This is Mindcore Therapy.